Today we're going to take a look at running the toolpath for our 3-jam part. It's going to be multiple toolpath changes, 2D pocket, drilling operations, and a contour cut for our O-ring groove. Okay, to begin, let's go open up Inventor. We're going to go to our ribbon bar at the top, select Open. We're going to go to our H drive, first initial last name 000. If that does not automatically show up, click on the pull down arrow and go all the way down to the bottom. That should be your H drive. Click your 3-jam part, click Open. Okay, to start off, we need to go up above our ribbon bar to these tabs at the top, and we want to select the CAM tab. And the first thing we need to do is set up our part. So click Setup folder. And here we're going to do something new. We need to change our origin. Now usually we change it to model origin, but that would put it down here on this corner of our part because that was our first thing that we drew. However, we extruded this out this way in default direction, so it's actually higher than our model origin. So we're going to change this origin to stock box point, and then we're going to click our top of our bottom left corner. So right here we're going to click, and that's going to change our origin. And it's still on the top of the block. Going across to our next tab, which is our stock setup, we're going to change stock offset mode to no additional stock, and see how that brings us right up tight next to our part. Final tab over here, we're going to select the 1001 and we're going to enter in our part number. So here I'm going to type in my part, 3-jam, and my last name. You're going to type in your last name here and click OK. Next, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cut this area that's out here and this area in the middle. So that's going to be done with a 2D pocket. That's very familiar to us. So we're going to select our 2D milling area, go to 2D pocket. First thing we need to do is choose our tool. So click the tool button. We're going to come down to either Sample Libraries End Mill and select tool number 2, 1/4 inch flat, or Butler MS tool library all the way at the bottom. Still tool number 2. Select OK. That shows us our cutter. We're going to go across to our geometry where we're going to select. I want the bottom of this square selected and the inside of our circle selected. Make sure you're on the bottom surface of that. Next, we're going to establish our heights. So we're going to click on our third tab over. Clearance height, retract height, and feed height, we're changing all to model top and 0.2, model top and 0.2. So these top 3 are model top and 0.2. Next, we're going to establish our number of passes, so our multiple passes. Since we were cutting 3/8 of an inch deep, that's a little much to cut with our end mill, so we'll need to take that in multiple passes. So come down here to where it says multiple depths, and we're going to change our maximum roughing step down, click in this area, to 0.25. Scroll down using the bar on the right hand side where it says stock to leave. We want to uncheck that. We want to be right up next to that circle when we're finished. Moving over to our final tab, leads and transitions, uncheck lead in, uncheck lead out. Helix type we're going to change to plunge, so our ramp type change to plunge, and then select OK. Once it's done processing up here, we can click on simulate. I like turning my stock on here and click play, and it should come across, and it's going to cut multiple depths, taking that right up to the outside and inside of that circle. Okay, that looks good. Let's move on. The model browser on the left hand side, let's click close. Next, we're going to drill these holes that are in the corner. So we're going to go up to the drilling area of our ribbon bar, click on drill. Now it shows me that I have a tool already selected. However, if you look in feeds and speeds, do you see the retract feed rate is at 0, so there's problems there. So let's identify a new tool. And once again, You're going to scroll down to Butler MS Tool Library and select number 2, 1/4 inch flat, or you're going to go to Sample Tool Libraries, End Mills, click Select. Going across to select my geometry, I'm going to click each of my 4 holes. Next tab over, I establish my heights. Once again, every time we do this, it's going to be model top and point 2. Okay. Last tab over, my linking tab or my cycle tab here since we're drilling. It shows me that I'm doing a drilling operation, and once it reaches the final depth, rapid retract out. Click OK at the bottom. Okay, simulate. Come across. I can fast forward down here at the bottom. It's going to cut everything out, and then it's going to come in and drill our 4 holes. That looks super good. Model browser bar on the left hand side, click close. Let's go to our next operation, which is going to be these 6 holes up here. So that's another drilling feature, so I'm going to click on drill. Here I need to change my tool. Since a 1/4 inch end mill is not going to do it, I need to change this to Sample Libraries End Mills. Click 1/8 inch flat, or Butler Middle School, 1/8 inch flat. Click Select. Tool changes to a narrower tool. We're going to drill that area out. So I'm going to go next to my Geometry tab, select my geometry. I'm going to click all 6 of my holes going around the top perimeter. Establish heights. Once again, model top and point 2 for each one of these. Okay, top 3, model top and point 2. Then my linking parameters, my cycle time here, I'm going to drill once again and wrap it out when it's finished to the proper depth. Click OK at the bottom. Okay, the last one that we're going to do is our contour this area in here for the O-ring groove. Okay, so that's going to be a 2D contour. So I'm going to come up here to the top, 2D milling, select 2D contour. And here I'm going to have to scroll in a little bit, and I want to get this inside edge, inside bottom edge of that O-ring groove. Don't come up here to the top, it's not going to be to the right depth. Bottom O-ring groove is what we're going to be selecting. Okay? Now first we need to get our tool correct. So over here on the left hand side we have our tool. We're going to go and scroll down to the bottom, Butler MS Tool Library, 1/8 inch flat. Click Select. That gives us all of our feeds and speeds correct. Go to your contour selection. Remember again, I want that bottom inside edge selected, not the top. Bottom inside edge. Go home. I'm going to establish my heights, and you guessed it once again, model top and point 2. Model top and point 2. Going across to my next tab over, number of passes. Everything in this area looks fine. We're not going to change anything on that. Our last tab over, I'm going to uncheck lead in, uncheck lead out, and then click OK down at the bottom. Okay, to select all my tools, pass, I have a pocket, 2 drilling operations with a tool change, and a 2D contour. To select all 4 of those, I'm going to click Setup 1, go to Simulate, click Play. I'm going to let that play all the way through. Drilling the holes, switching the tool, drilling the 6 holes, and then we have that final O-ring groove that it's going to end up contour cutting. Okay, that looks super awesome. This is where you're going to take and make a screenshot of this. There's going to be an area in Google Classroom for you to turn this screenshot in. Please make sure you take a screenshot of this right now. Okay, we're not done yet. Next we need to post-process this. So next to simulate, we're going to post-process. We're going to make sure that this is going to our H drive. So if this does not say H:\/ here, you're going to click on this gray box. Left hand side, select your H drive. Click select folder. My program part name already comes in there, 3jam and your last name. Click post. Click save. Yes, we're going to save it. This X in the top right corner for a file editor, we're going to close out. And now we're going to resave this part that has the toolpaths. So I'm going to go to Orange File, go down to Save, and congratulations, you're done. The next thing that we're going to be doing is switching over to our IDW to turn in, and here we're creating a section view once again. Pretty awesome. Looking forward to seeing you for that one.